Report story. Luffy's paw. Dusk was setting in, and Luffy and Nami gathered enough wood to create a small fire to serve as both a light source and a way of cooking the wild boar he had caught. The pair sat together on a log and ate quietly until Luffy spotted something yet again. Hey, he said with his mouth full, pointing at some fungi close to them, aren't those laughing mushrooms? Nami stared at the green, yellow, and black fungus and turned back to Luffy with a quizzical look, laughing. What now? Luffy got up and walked over to the mushrooms. He plucked one of them out of the ground and without a second thought shoved it into his mouth. Nami's paw. Nami couldn't believe that Luffy had just eaten a random mushroom from an unknown island. Her captain immediately doubled over in laughter. Wow, I'm suddenly having fun now, even though it's just the two of us. Luffy continued laughing his head off, and Nami gulped. Luffy, stop. You're making so much noise. What if? The effects of the mushroom appeared to wear off, and Luffy sighed. Don't worry about it, Nami. I'm just trying to cheer myself up a little. You should try one. They don't taste that bad either. Besides, if anything comes to attack us, you can count on me. Not when you're laughing like an idiot, Nami thought angrily, and she shook her head. No, no, no. No more eating strange fungi. We can't afford having you get sick all of a sud. Luffy burst into tears. I'm SS sorry, Nami. Don't want you to be mad at me. Please forgive me. It only took Nami a minute to realize that he had eaten a different type of mushroom, presumably one that depressed him. I literally just told you to stop eating mushrooms. Nami growled. Still bawling, Luffy bit into yet another fungus and steam came out from his ears. Shut up, Nami. I've had it up to here with you bossing me around. I'm really pissed off right now. Nami's patience had run out, and she got up from the log and walked over to Luffy, clenching her fists. The effects of the third mushroom had worn off, and Luffy looked at Nami sheepishly. Hey, sorry, Nami. I was just having fun trying to see what each of the different. Nami punched her captain right on the noggin, and a large, steaming welt formed at the top of his head. That's for not listening to me. However, Nami had hit Luffy so hard that he fell to the ground and landed mouth first on top of still another different type of mushroom. Luffy swallowed it and got back up on his feet. Ouch. Oi, Nami, why did you have to do that? Luffy stopped mid-sentence as soon as he gazed upon her. There was a long pause, and Luffy continued to just stare at Nami. She blinked uncomfortably. Hello. Anyone in there? Luffy blinked as well as he continued observing her like some kind of exotic animal. At last he spoke. Nami, did you always look so pretty? Nami felt her face heat up and she took a step back. What? Luffy got closer to her and gently grasped a lock of her short orange hair. Nami's first reaction was to slap his hand away, but something about the situation had her frozen in place. Luffy let go of her hair and lifted her chin up so that they were looking into each other's eyes. It felt as though all the blood in her body had rushed to her head as she gazed into her captain's jet black eyes. One hand still on her chin, he put his other hand on the small of her back and pulled her closer. Nami knew that the only reasonable explanation for such behavior on Luffy's part was due to one of the fungi, but it amazed her how the mushroom had entirely changed his disposition. Her captain seemed to be expressing suave and charm the likes of which Nami had never seen in anyone before, let alone Luffy. Who is this person? Nami thought as Luffy continued to lean closer and pull her in. By this point, their noses were almost touching, and Nami finally snapped out of her trance. Luffy, I don't think you know what you're doing. The effects are probably gonna run out soon anyway, so please just let me go. This is all just a mushroom. Luffy didn't respond and refused to stop bringing her in. It was too late. Their lips had already connected. Where stories live. Discover now.